So, what do you guys think about Bethesda getting bought out, though?
I think that is
Microsoft.
probably the greatest thing Microsoft has ever done. It's like a straight
Huge.
backhand to Sony in my eyes. Dude, the best part about it is the Xbox X, right? That's what it's called. The Xbox X,
Series X.
Series X. It it had a date where you could start pre-ordering it, and the day before those pre-orders went live, everything was quiet. Everybody was already pre-ordering their PlayStations. They sold out. Second wave came out, sold out again. Everybody had their PlayStations. It was a great time. Xbox is coming out. Everybody's ready to buy their Xbox now. And everybody's like, yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. And then Xbox drops this bombshell. And they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, we bought Bethesda. And they just like slide that over the table. The day before pre-orders went live for the Xbox. I think they saw sales for the Xbox just like because of that. I mean,
Well,
they sold out too, but
I know the Xbox the X. What's the one that's out now?
I just call it the Scorpio.
Yeah, the
I mean, I
Scorpio
have the
version.
Scorpio edition. So.
I think they changed the name of it though to something else.
It's
Didn't
like
they?
There's like
Xbox
multiple
X or
names
something.
for it. That's the thing. It was like
Scarlet.
Yeah, the Scarlet Project was like what it was
But that
called
was Series
before.
S. Xbox Series S.
Is it
Is
Or not
that-
Series S, but like the Xbox S, the white one.
right?
That I believe that's Scarlet.
Oh, that's why it's S. Okay.
And then
Because it's called the Xbox X, isn't it?
yeah, the Xbox X.
One X.
One X.
That's
That's
it.
what it is.
Attaboy, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You one and only Xbox gamer in the room.
The only now yeah.
No, but the sales for the Xbox One X rose to like 750% sale because people mistakenly bought that.
I heard that, yeah.
Like for like pre-ordering the Series X, the next gen.
Yeah. I mean, the Series X sold out, and it sold out in like 10, 15 minutes everywhere. Same thing that happened to PlayStation. It's not like, oh, this one's winning the war, or whatever you guys want to call that. But
The console war.
I don't believe in that thing. It's stupid.
I think we saw the worst of it last gen. I think this console war is probably not going to
Dude,
be
they're exactly the same, except now that like,
don't think
except
it's-
now that Microsoft owns Bethesda, in the future you could see Fallout, Elder Scrolls, just countless of amazing games, Microsoft exclusives. I don't think Microsoft will do that though. I think what'll happen is like they'll just be like, okay, well, if your guys are gonna get Call of Duty a week later, or you guys get to play Call of Duty's beta a week earlier, these guys get to play Fallout. If they make another Fallout, they get to play that a week earlier, you know, like, or whatever. I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna like restrict it. They could. I mean, I would. Some. If PlayStation's gonna have exclusives.
Well, is Minecraft on the PlayStation right now?
Yeah, I think so. It's on every platform. It's on the Switch.
Yeah,
and
it's on
that's owned
everything.
by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So, like, they probably could just still let PlayStation
Oh, dude.
use it. But
the
like,
thing is that was already on the PlayStation before Microsoft bought it, too.
yeah,
So, how are you gonna rip it from a console after buying it? So, if they had the intentions of making it Microsoft only, they couldn't do it anyways. Imagine ripping that from customers that are now theirs.
Yeah.
They would lose money.
I mean, this is how they combat the console wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, this is exactly their next move from when they lost to PlayStation or whatever. 'Cause
Yeah.
Didn't they lose? Yeah, they lost the console
technically
war.
they
It's like-
lost. There's
is
like
what
a
people were saying.
It's
4-to-1 ratio of for every 4 PlayStations their owner, there's like 1 Xbox owner or something like. I don't know. The
So
actual
since
thing,
then,
but,
this
like,
has pretty much been their move, their next move. They're like, well, we'll just dip our hands in it anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's also why they chose to like not tell anybody until the day before pre-orders went out. I mean that was a strategic marketing. That wasn't like they could have told everybody that they were in the works of buying Bethesda and been like, yeah, we're making a deal with Bethesda. We're working through a deal with Bethesda. I think another reason they didn't want to talk about it, I'm sure Sony knew about it. There's no
yeah.
way that like this other large company didn't have an idea that Microsoft was pushing on Bethesda.
Well, I know PlayStation, like even for like Elder Scrolls, which is a Bethesda game, big one, they didn't really have a huge community on PlayStation. I know that for a fact because a lot of people are switching to Xbox and to PC because of that. I mean, all the small little communities that they had within PlayStation for Sony and all that, they pretty much were, it was dying off pretty quickly.
I think another reason it didn't have a very big thing on PlayStation is because it started on PC and then they made their Morrowind, which I don't think was on PlayStation. I think it was only on the original Xbox. And then Oblivion came out, which I think was on PlayStation. I don't remember, but that was their, I mean, that's still probably their biggest release of all time. But the fact that it like started on PC and then like Morrowind came out on the original Xbox, I think that helps the fact that you don't see a community as big on the PlayStation. Dude, I don't know if I would like them to be like, oh yeah, because I'm not a huge fan of console
Doom.
exclusives.
I
Yeah,
think-
they get Doom now. They got Doom now. They got that one because they have
Dishonored,
Prey,
Zenimax.
ZeniMax.
You got Wolfenstein, The Evil Within.
Yeah, ZeniMax Studios is
They-
under
they
Bethesda
have a ton.
because Bethesda owns like 6 or 7 minor studios that are. It's like Activision. Bethesda's like Activision in a sense.
Yeah.
They market and not only do they make, yeah. So Oblivion was on the PlayStation 3 as well, but dude, I don't want them to be like, oh, this is an exclusive. This is an exclusive. Not only can this be a good thing, it can be a bad thing too. Because when a big company like this owns something, it can really ruin development.
Yeah, that's why I think it's the crossplay that they've been allowing for like all these other games is like really good. Because and that was something, you know, Sony's been so against for so long because mostly because of the PlayStation 4. How I was saying, like, you know, there's more PlayStation players out there than there are Xbox players.
Probably.
So
It's been out longer.
Yeah, well, one of Sony's biggest like way of like getting new PS4s out there has been because when exclusives, but then when, you know, like our friend Tanner, when he was getting his new when he was getting a console to play video games with us finally, he knew we all used to play on Xbox, so he wanted an Xbox. Well, if there's more PlayStation players, there's more of that people that of like, oh, what console should I get? And then all of their friends, most of their friends are like PlayStation players, so they're gonna be like, oh, dude, get a PlayStation so you can play with us. So that's why they've been so against it. But because they got such backlash from Fortnite, because everyone was cross-playing on Fortnite besides PlayStation, they had to do it. And then after that, it's always been like, there's no excuse now. You have to do this for all the games that want to do crossplay. So that's why like Call of Duty, Spellbreak probably, and
Apex Legends, they're in their beta for it right now.
Yes.
They finally have it up.
Yeah, Shiloh's been playing the shit out of it.
Yeah, and it's cross. That's a really good insight because that's a really good insight because I never thought about it that way. Because I mean, I wouldn't buy a PlayStation because none of my friends play PlayStation, so it's like, why would I?
There's no reason to.
Yeah, there's no reason for me. But I'm also I'm a Microsoft fanboy, so I mean, anything that comes out of that company, I'm like, yes, give me. Like,
and to me and you, we started on Xbox, so it was like we were kind of pretty built to be in that.
I would say like I spent most of my time on the Xbox. My first console I ever had was PlayStation 2, but when that original Xbox dropped, it was huge. And even as a kid, I was like, wow, this is crazy because there's no memory card. The memory card's inside the console. Like that was the first console to have it. Well, I wouldn't say. Yeah, I think it's the first console with a built-in memory card in a sense of like it being that big or that fast and the time. It was a change in the generation of gaming. So it was like, and then Halo. Halo came out and the release of that trailer and all that. It's like, why would you want to play anything else in that time? Like that was the game. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I have to have an Xbox. I remember that because I got it the day that the original Xbox dropped. It's in here. That very first one I've ever owned is still in here, and we still play it. I don't know. It's crazy how like I've never owned a that's not true. I bought a PlayStation 4 to play.
And you said you had a PlayStation 2?
Well, before I was
Yeah.
gonna say I never owned a PlayStation after that, but I bought a PlayStation 4 to play. What's that game called? With the
Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, which is an amazing
Dude,
game.
I'm so fucking good at this guessing game, bro.
Dude, you should be on
Family Feud.
Family Feud or The Price is Right, dude.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I think them buying the
Dude, I don't know. I still think Nintendo 64 was the ultimate
I mean, it did.
first.
It definitely.
It was the closest number to 69.
Yes.
So we need to get one of those for the room.
A 69?
Yeah, I mean, we could do this. We could do it.
I hate you, dude.